All right, so we are on Friday, April 12th, 8:26, week 2, weight check-in, physique check. So we're looking like here. My legs definitely feeling much stronger. Abdominals look way more ripped. I don't think I've ever seen my abs look quite like this before. And my shoulders, I feel really, really strong in my shoulders. Hey y'all, what is up? Welcome back. We have another, I don't even know what I'm calling these. It's not a fitness journey vlog. It's my road to gearing up for competing vlog. I don't know. As we do more, I'll be able to have a name for it. But for today, basically, it's not a makeup video. I just am going to be getting ready because I have to go to work. But there were a couple of things on my mind that I thought I should share with you guys, because you know, to educate and then also to hear everyone's thoughts. So I'm gonna go ahead and start on my face. Okay, so here are my thoughts. Here is where I'm at. This is what I'm thinking. So it is week 2, day 4 in my conditioning. So I started my conditioning last week. If you guys are new, I'm going to be competing in a bikini competition at the end of the year, in December. And right now I am just doing basic conditioning. So nothing, we're not in prep season. It's not super crunch time yet, but my coach is just seeing how my body adapts to things. That's what we're doing right now. So, you're seeing this, like I said, it is April now, and you guys probably won't see this until much later down the road, and that is just because I ain't ready to share it yet, okay? I'm not ready to share what I'm doing right now. Like, a couple of people have already kind of started asking me like, hey, are you competing? Or, oh, I have a feeling you're going to be, you know, getting into competition soon. And I don't really say too much. I just say, oh, LOL, or, you know, just totally derail from it. But I think the main reasoning why I have not said anything is just because with bodybuilding, there is a huge negative connotation that comes along with it. And I understand that, but then at the same time, I feel like, you know what? Let's take a moment to educate people. For me, I know, because I used to think it too. You know, whenever you think of bodybuilders and competitions, what do you think of? Drugs and steroids. Is that a part of it? For some people, yes, that is their journey, absolutely. I, for one, I don't judge people. You do whatever you want to do with your body. And I know, you know, once some people, they reach like that pro level, you know, like if that's what they choose to do, that's what they choose to do. For me and my body, I choose and will remain a all-natural athlete. That is just something that I'm not interested in. I have no desire to do steroids. That's just me. And again, to each his own. If someone's out there and they do choose to do that, whatever, it's their body. I think sometimes, I don't know why people get so wrapped up in giving their unsolicited BS advice to people who did not ask for it. It's like, if it don't concern me, I don't care. You know, if the person is not asking me my thoughts, I'm not going to give you my advice. And also for just the whole competing, I think people fail to realize too, again, with steroids, it's just like, that's not the end all be all fix. Like, is it helping? Does it chemically enhance some things? Yeah. But that doesn't necessarily mean that that person's going to have the best body. You know what I mean? So that is something that I definitely wanted to address. Another thing, you know, people are like, oh my gosh, well, you know, don't get too big, don't get too bulky. I've heard that my entire life. So growing up, I was a very just, you know, skinny kid, long and lanky. And I'll never forget the first day of 8th grade. I was sitting down eating lunch and a boy came and sat next to me. He was talking to me. I was like, oh, okay, cool. You know, we're just hanging out talking. And then he looks at me and he goes, are you anorexic? And I was like, what? And it totally caught me off guard because I had never gotten that question before. I had never thought of myself looking, you know, ill or sickly. And I said no as I sit here with my full course meal that my mom packed me. Because I was such, you know, a petite small child, my mom would pack my lunch for me because I was a super picky eater. So my mom packed my lunch for me from kindergarten all the way up into the 8th grade. And she would always pack me in abundance of food because, like I said, I was a smaller kid and I needed to eat more, which I did. I never had any issues with food or eating or anything like that. I had a super fast metabolism, so, you know, and it just kind of startled me, and it took everything in me. I mean, I was a beast. I wanted to cry so bad, but I didn't, and that messed me up so bad. I'll never forget when I got home. As soon as I got home, I ran to my room and I just boo-hooed crying because I was upset, you know, like that really, really hurt my feelings. And honestly, to this day, 30 years old, that is a moment that I will never forget. That was, I know, a life-changing thing for me because I never thought that there was anything wrong with me in the way that I looked. And you know, somebody can tell you all day long, oh, you're great, you're great. But when you hear that one negative comment, that's all you zone in on. And so, you know, it gave me a complex for a very long time. I mean, I struggled with that. I always made sure, you know, people like could see me eating, or, you know, it bothered me. And also on top of, you know, being a very smaller kid, I was a late bloomer. So that was in the 8th grade. Fast forward to the 10th grade. I did not hit puberty until I got into the 10th grade. And baby, when I tell you she came with a vengeance. So at this point, I was a competitive cheerleader. And I had been a competitive cheerleader from 8th grade all the way, you know, through 12. But at this point in 10th grade, that's when I made varsity. So like practices were every day, 2 to 3 hours long, like a lot of lifting people, you know, and so it really bulked me up. So on top of, you know, puberty literally kicking my ass, which is why my ass is covered in stretch marks. A lot of people think, oh, small girls don't have stretch marks. Baby, my butt, she's covered. They're like tiger stripes, okay? And so while going through puberty and then, you know, just all the intense tumbling and cheer and lifting humans, I bulked up real fast. I got really muscular. So on one side of the spectrum, I got asked from, are you anorexic? To, are you on steroids? Like legit, I can't tell you how many people would ask me that. And I was just kind of like, what the, man, like, no, like, no, this is just my body. This is just how it is. Like, leave me alone, you know? So those things were always, that's just my body image struggle. You know, I said in the previous video how a lot of people, you know, they typically aren't really interested in any kind of fitness journey or body journey unless it's someone that has a weight loss journey or someone who's recovering from eating disorders. While those are two big things, I don't speak on things that I can't relate to or that I have not gone through. So therefore, if that's what you're looking for, I'm not your girl. I can only speak to my own body image issues that I have. And honestly, if you're ever talking to any woman and she tells you that she's never had any body image issues, she a lie and the truth ain't in her, okay? So fast forward to now, I will remain a all-natural athlete. In fact, the competition that I'm going to be competing in, it's called OCB, and this is a all-natural competition. They will drug test you. You cannot be on any kind of drug. So the day, I don't know if it's the day before or the day of, but they will drug test you. They hook you up to a polygraph machine. They want to make sure that you are clean. I feel like for me, just starting out, being that I'm an amateur and this is my first show, I think this is a great way for me to start. And I do know that, you know, once we go through this journey and I see how it goes, if I want to compete again, I know that in the next competition, I am going to be up against girls that have had some chemical enhancements. And that's just something that I have to be okay with, which I will be okay with. And that also means that I just got to work 10 times harder, you know? So those are things that I'm kind of thinking about for the future, but that's where we are right now. So I'm super excited. And again, I just just wanted to, you know, kind of talk to you guys about, I understand like the concerns and the negative connotation that comes with it. And then the other part of that is, you know, the people, oh, well, you don't want to get too bulky. You don't want to be too muscular. I've heard that all my life. I've always been the super, super muscular girl, the bulky girl, the ripped girl in comparison to, I guess, all the other girls I was around. Because no one, I mean, I was just looking at myself and I thought there was something wrong with me. And for the longest, I hated my body. I did not appreciate, this is real talk, I did not appreciate my body and how it looked until I turned 25. Swear on everything I love. I'm now 30. So this isn't very long ago. I had so many negative comments growing up from being either too skinny or now you're like freaking ripped, to the point that when I moved out of my hometown and I moved here, and you know, I'm around more women and stuff, and people would always compliment and always like bring it to my attention, like, oh my gosh, your arms. And I would always like make sure that my arms are covered up and things of that nature, because again, when you have been told 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, oh my gosh, you're why are you so muscular? Are you on steroids? You know, that it's a mind fuck. It messes with you, you know what I mean? So that definitely messed with me. And then you fast forward, now I'm an adult and people are saying, oh my gosh, you're this, you're that. And I'm like, what? It took me a long time for me to appreciate myself aesthetically. Now I still have a couple, you know, I do have one concern of mine, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But it definitely took me until I was 25 for me to be like, you know what? Cool. This is good. You're blessed. And I think for me, that's one of my main reasonings for wanting to compete, just simply because I feel like, you know, when I was cheering and stuff, I never really reached my full potential, just as far as like for some tumbling things and whatnot, just due to, you know, my mom's a single mom. We did not have money, period. And so therefore my mom couldn't afford for me to go to the tumbling classes. She couldn't afford for me to go to the private lessons. So therefore I feel like because of that, I never really hit my true high potential and really see what I can do. So for me now, my main reason for wanting to compete is because I want to see if I have what it takes. I feel like God gave me this body and we're going to put it to use. We're going to put it to work and we're going to see what we can do. And then secondly, I know that me doing this, after I do this, this is going to give me the ability to help other people in regards to fitness in so many different ways. And that for me is just super, super important. Like, I know that I am put on this earth to help, teach, talk, and encourage, you know what I mean? If you're looking for someone to just encourage you, if you're looking for little ways to just really, really keep your body nice and toned or build the muscle, I got you. Now going back to body image issues, something else that I always struggled with is boobs. That's always been a struggle for me. I am a very small frame girl. I am a smooth 36 A cup, you know? That has always been something that I am super insecure about. I know a lot of my more so well-endowed ladies, they say, oh girl, that's good, that's good. You know, you have no idea how easy you have it. But you know, just like we all have our struggles, and no matter what body shape, body size you are, body type, no matter what, there are certain things that are just going to look better on certain bodies. For instance, I love seeing girls in like the long, flowy maxi dresses. They drown me. I look like I have a freaking potato sack on. It does not look good on me. I feel like curvy girls, when they wear it, they look so beautiful and voluptuous. I don't look like that. I look like a little 3-year-old in a movie. It's not cute. You know what I mean? And then a lot of things I'm very, very conscious about too, just with specific dresses and tops, are my boobs. Like, I've always had very small boobs, slim to none. And I'm not gonna lie, have I thought about getting a boob job? Thousands and thousands and thousands of times. But then I put that to rest because I was like, no, we're not going down that route. You don't need to do that. So now here we are in competitive fitness land, and what's all up in my face? Big fake boobs. Now I've thought about this, and I've thought about this, and I thought about this. And I am to the point now where I have finally come to terms with the fact that, you know what? You have small boobs. It is what it is. I'm not at this moment right now. That is not anything that I'm into. I'm scared to death to do that, first of all, just simply because of all the complications that could come with it. It's too risky. It is way too risky. And also, I want to prove that you can win all natural, no chemical enhancements. Again, if that's your thing, you do you. No chemical enhancements and flat chested. I want to see. In fact, I will win. I'm going to put this out there. I will win just with me as I am. No boobs, all right? So those are the goals. I'm not even halfway done with my makeup, and guess whose camera is about to die? So I'm going to stop here, and what I'll do is when I'm done with my makeup, I'll show you guys the finished look, and then we'll close out. Alright guys, here is my finished look. Don't have a lip product on yet because I'm still drinking my coffee, but I have been really into not wearing a lot of face makeup, so by the time this goes up, you'll already see my tutorial, but I have no foundation on, just concealer, a little bit of pressed powder to set it, and then bronzer, blush, and some eyeshadow. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little informal, kind of get ready with me chit-chat about competitions. Let me know down below your thoughts, please. Keep it classy, keep it cute, and if you can't, put it on mute. All right, you know the deal. Keep it simple, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.